Iranian missiles have slammed into central Israel, hitting dense urban zones and triggering fires across streets. Impacts were reported in Bnei Brak, Ramat Gan, and Petah Tikva. 8 people were injured as blasts spread across neighborhoods, with burning cars and shattered buildings. Iran now claims it is expanding the war beyond missiles, targeting industrial and communication hubs linked to Israel's war network. Tehran says drone strikes hit facilities tied to telecom and advanced systems, signaling a shift toward infrastructure and economic warfare alongside direct military strikes.
Iranian army drones targeted strategic industrial and communication centers linked to the Zionist regime in Ben Gurion and Haifa early this morning. The army stated it will continue responding to any aggression until threats against Iran end.
The escalation is now part of a declared long-term campaign. Iran's Revolutionary Guard says this is the 88th wave of Operation True Promise 4, aimed at eroding Israeli and U.S. military power. The messaging signals a sustained war strategy, not a one-off retaliation, with pressure building across multiple fronts. The conflict is rapidly expanding beyond Israel. Iranian-linked forces claim strikes on U.S. targets across the region, alongside coordinated attacks by groups in Lebanon, Iraq, and Yemen. Tehran says over 120 operations were carried out, pointing to a synchronized regional offensive stretching defenses on multiple fronts.
The brave men of the Air Force of the Islamic Republic of Iran, one batch of the American MQ-9 missiles in the region of Isfahan, and one batch of the Lucas missiles of the enemy, were used by the IRGC in the area of Kesh, Rajiri, and Monhadam. At the same time with the operations of the Islamic Revolutionary Army, Hezbollah of Lebanon, and Ansarullah of Yemen in the past few hours against the northern and southern areas of the occupied territories and the Islamic resistance groups of Iraq, in the place of the establishment and disappearance of the U.S. commanders in the center and north of Iraq, they made significant damage to the U.S. enemies. The resistance groups in this step carried out 120 successful and effective operations.
Iran's military command has issued a direct warning to the U.S. and Israel, vowing harsh retaliation and rejecting any control over the Strait of Hormuz. The rhetoric signals rising global stakes as the conflict deepens. With civilians under fire and regional forces mobilizing, this war is entering a far more dangerous phase.